Hey, I'm back home. Oh god, why is it so dark in here? What the heck is that? Morty, what are you doing? Shh. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Now go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich. What the fuck? So in one of my last videos, I talked a bunch about random fights that happened during my high school years, and it got me thinking, what are some other crazy things that's happened in my school? And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. The crazy students and staff that I've encountered. So let's set the scene. The lunch area of my school is laid out like this. My friend group always met up in the same spot right here, and on this quiet Tuesday, we randomly hear some loud as heck yelling behind us, and see these two kids just arguing about who knows what. But mind you, all they were doing was just yelling, because not even a second later, this big guy who was a security guard came running in like a bear, went in the middle of them, and pepper sprayed the crap out of both of them. Like, they were both screaming in pain on the ground, squirreling. But the thing that was crazy was that this Tuesday happened to also be a very windy day. And like I said, we were sat right in front of them, and I think you know where I'm going with this when I say that everyone in my friend group got pepper sprayed all over their eyes, along with the friend group next to ours and some innocent civilians walking by. But my god, was I lucky, because I happened to not be looking in that direction that the wind was blowing. I don't remember what I was looking at that day, but I just like to think that I was just amused by a butterfly passing by. So overall, I was actually fine. But the ambulance was called because the two guys were in an ungodly amount of pain, and I don't know what happened to the security guard. I would think he probably got fired, but I remember no student liked him because he pepper sprayed half the school, including my friend group, and they weren't even fighting. He was pretty much the hot topic for a while, and at the end my friends were dipping out of there, and you just see me standing stupidly like, wait, where are you guys going? Guys? Anyways, moving on. Do you guys remember that huge TikTok trend where students were just stealing a bunch of random crap? God, I know I'm gonna sound so stupid when I say this. I think the trend was called licking. Like when you steal something, it's called a lick. Oh my god, I know I'm gonna get so many comments saying I'm just straight up saying this wrong. It just feels so weird saying it. Anyways, I think during this viral trend, it was mainly targeted towards bathroom objects, and my school was taking it very seriously. Some kid actually somehow successfully stole a bathroom stall door. Like the whole door. I don't know how or when, but I also know that my school has its gate open well after school ends, so I'm not really all that surprised he somehow snuck it out. But like, just why? Why the door? What are you gonna do with it? Do you just have like a door collection or something in their room? Anyways, after that, the soap and mirrors were pretty much next, and they went missing as well, not long after that. And my friend mentioned that someone stole a toilet in his school too, but at some point students were moving into their classrooms, where I remember my math teacher got her projector stolen. I think it was called an Elmo, so when she first said that out loud, I was thinking, you had an Elmo doll in here? As in like the Sesame Street doll? I didn't realize the projector name was called an Elmo, so that was weird. And obviously she was really pissed off. But there really weren't any security cameras where her classroom was, so I mean, what was she gonna do? But regardless, the reason I remember all of this was because we had a new bathroom system, which to be honest, I didn't think it really helped with anything or anyone. All it really did was just piss off a lot of other students. It was a system where all the bathroom doors were locked, and you can only get into the bathroom by asking a security guard to open the door. Or if it's during class, you ask the teacher, and the teacher will send a request to get a security guard down to escort the students. But the thing about that was that you had a good 40% chance they were actually going to go down to get you, which means if they didn't come to get you, you're just stuck until class is over. And what made it even worse is that the process to ask for an escort was long because the teacher had to stop what they were doing and sign into their computer, the bathroom app that they had, and fill in a whole form, which meant that we would get some teachers that would just plainly not let you go to the bathroom, which again pissed off a lot of students. So much so that one time in my PE class, I had a friend, let's call her Alex. She really had to go to the bathroom, and obviously she asked our teacher and he denied her. So she kept insisting until she got so mad that she stood up from the bleachers and just peed herself. Like, it was a little gross to watch, but it was a beautiful statement overall, because she looked at him dead in the eyes and just let her rip. That day, she was a hero. But obviously she got sent to the office right after, but that was only the beginning of the student bathroom revolution. Soon after, many kids started to ditch class, leave early, and throw fits for their bathroom freedoms, and that was pretty much it. To be honest, nothing really came from it other than that. I mean, obviously there's a lot of tension between staff and student, and not gonna lie, there was a big protest going on, but other than that, nothing really changed. The bathrooms were still locked, the trend was still going viral, and more students were just pissed. Although, I did witness this one girl in my English class that really had to go number 2. So she asked to go to the bathroom, and as usual, they said no. And not gonna lie, she got a little cuckoo, cause when that happened, she stood from her seat and started packing her stuff and cursed the teacher out the whole time before she left the door. I thought a teacher-student fight was gonna happen right before my eyes, cause she got up really close to my English teacher's face and looked like at any time she would just throw a slap or a punch or something. But luckily that didn't happen, and I never really saw her again. I think she might have dropped the class right after, which I don't know if you can really do that because it was high school, not college. Anyways, the moral of the story is that I understand why the teachers and staff made this new rule, but at the end of the day, it really didn't help anyone. People still stole, and all it did was just make the people who didn't steal really have to go to the bathroom. I wonder if they ever changed it back to normal now. It's been like 2-3 years since I've been to high school, so I don't know. I'm really curious to check. Maybe I will ask one of my friends, because she graduated not that long ago. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I was not expecting that to happen that fast. I'm actually so in shock right now. I don't know if you can tell. I was not expecting that in any way. But thank you so much. And please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. You know, before I end this video, to you special viewers out there, this is not part of the video, by the way, but I made a drawing of this for my brother, but the only way I was able to get myself to do that was if I was to put this in the video, so it's considered work collateral. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy this image of a bear in a Hawaiian shirt with some tea, watching TV with a rabbit on its stomach. Enjoy this.